The innovative young Grace. The story follows the journey of Grace, a young girl in the town of Maplewood, a place where resources are scarce, and the community has long relied on traditional methods of living. Grace's innovative ideas and strong will helped transform her community's agricultural practices, breaking free from outdated beliefs about what women can achieve. In the heart of Maplewood, Grace was born to parents who had long wished for a son. In a world where men were expected to take the lead, Grace's birth was met with a sense of quiet disappointment. But from the moment she could walk, she showed signs of something special. The fields were where her heart belonged. Grace's early years were spent in the fields, where she learned the ways of farming from her father, but the world around her told her that girls weren't meant for hard work, especially in agriculture. She was often told that her place was in the home, helping her mother with chores, but Grace had other plans. She was fascinated by the land, the crops, and the possibility of making the farm thrive in ways that had never been imagined. One day, while working alongside the farmers, Grace noticed the same crops failing year after year. The traditional methods were no longer enough. The soil was exhausted, the crops were weak, and the harvests were meager. She knew something had to change, but she was told by the elders that what they had done for generations was the only way. However, Grace could not ignore the vision that had taken root in her heart, a vision of a more prosperous, sustainable future for Maplewood. With courage in her heart, Grace approached the Council of Elders, the respected leaders of Maplewood. She proposed a new way of farming, one that would involve crop rotation, new irrigation techniques, and the planting of diverse crops, but the men scoffed at her ideas. And they said to her, "Child, we've been farming this land for decades. What makes you think you can change the way things are done?" And she said to them, "I believe that we can do better. The land is tired, and we must learn to listen to it. I've studied ways that other farms have transformed. I know we can improve. If you give me the chance, I will show you." At first, the community resisted. Many thought Grace's ideas were foolish, and they continued with their old ways. But Grace was undeterred. She knew that change would take time, but she was patient and persistent. Slowly, a few open-minded farmers joined her cause, and together they began experimenting with the new methods. Months passed, and as the seasons changed, so did the fortunes of Maplewood. The new farming methods worked. The crops flourished, the soil revived, and the town's economy began to prosper. When harvest season came, the fields were bursting with abundance, and the villagers could hardly believe their eyes. Grace had done what no one thought possible. Grace had not only saved her family's farm, but had transformed Maplewood into a thriving community. Her father, who had once doubted her, now stood with pride as he witnessed her impact. The town of Maplewood no longer saw her as just a daughter, but as a leader, someone who had brought hope and change to their world. As the years passed, Grace's legacy grew. She built schools for the children of Maplewood, teaching them the values of hard work, sustainability, and innovation. The young girls, once expected to stay home, now followed Grace's footsteps, learning to farm, to lead, and to dream. Grace had proven that a woman's strength lies not only in her ability to nurture, but also in her capacity to lead, innovate, and inspire. Lessons. Grace's success was rooted in her willingness to learn and bring new ideas to an old tradition. Despite facing resistance, Grace's persistence led to transformation. The story highlights how challenging societal expectations can lead to progress for both women and men. Grace's journey was shaped by the collective efforts of her family and the few villagers who believed in her vision. Grace showed that, with the right knowledge and resources, even small communities can thrive and sustain themselves. Anything can be achieved, we just need to be committed and cut out any possible distractions that will make us not to reach our destination. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more interesting and inspiring African stories.